First of all, when it comes to prescription writing, there are certain things that you need to know. Whenever you are writing the prescription, you need to use a black ballpoint. There will be different colored pens in the cubicle, but you need to pick the specific one, which is black one, and you need to use that one while filling out the prescription form. Similarly, one thing more is sometimes you will see stickers inside. Stickers like with patient name, NHS number, their address. And if you have stickers inside, then you will take the stickers out of that sheet and you will put the sticker at the right place. I will tell you what to do while you are filling the patient biodata, but just keep these things in mind. If there are no stickers, you need to fill that out. If there are stickers, then you need to put the relevant sticker in the relevant boxes. And then when it comes to writing the medicines, it's very important to write them in block letters. Specifically, when you are writing drugs, say clarithromycin, amoxicillin, or paracetamol. Similarly, on your biodata form, if you can see here, there is hospital number, name, address. Similarly, date of birth and NHS number. All this information will be provided to you in your task. You need to fill that one. And date of admission, if it is provided in your task, you can write it down. Otherwise, you can skip it. And after that, if you can see here, there is allergy status. If you know the allergy status, it is mentioned in your task. You need to fill this one as well. And type of reaction. If a type of reaction is mentioned, say it was an anaphylactic reaction, it was a rash, and it was itching, you need to write that thing here. Here on this, in this column, you will write down your name, your GMC number. You will do signature here, and then you will fill the date of your exam here. After that, there are certain rules that you need to know. Like one of them is that we'll write generic name, not the brand names. If say paracetamol, it is the generic name of the drug, and brand name is Calpol or Panadol. So we will write paracetamol here. And certain abbreviation we will be using while prescription writing. And similarly, there will be certain abbreviation in your task. You can write G, you can write mg in place of grams and milligrams, but we will never write micrograms. We need to write it as full, not as microgram symbol. And similarly, if there are certain things like say some kind of sachets like Lexido sachet for constipation, you need to write the number, how many sachet they have to use, because I think dose is not provided in that case. So you need to write the number of the sachets that are to be used. Similarly, when you are dealing with inhaled drugs like steroids, like ipratropium, in these kind of drugs, you need to write the dose as well. You will write the puff, but you need to write the dose because we have different preparation for them and we need to make sure it is the right kind of preparation for the patient. These are certain tips that you will be keeping in your mind. Similarly, these are the abbreviations like OD is for once daily, BD is for twice daily, TDS is for thrice daily, and QDS is for 4 times. Similarly, morning as required. Sometimes they will write full thing like in the morning or as required. Sometimes they will give you the abbreviation. So you need to know them. And here when it comes to PRN, as required medication, in that case, you need to provide exact instruction like how much frequency they need to take, maximum frequency, maximum dose in 24 hours. You need to write that as well, so that patient is not using it beyond that dose. It is very important. I will show you that paper as well in a couple of minutes. Just keep these things in your mind, and then we will be starting filling this prescription form. Okay, I have covered this page. This is the patient info. You need to fill it either with a black pen or either you need to put the stickers here. Okay, so I have a task for you. You can see the task on the screen, and I want you to write down the task on your paper. I will give you 1 minute for that, and after 1 minute, I would like you to upload your papers in the WhatsApp group. I want to see how you are filling it. So your time starts now. Fill this information in your prescription PDF and then send it in the group. Okay, if you are done writing this in the folder, can you please upload the pictures in the group so that we can see you have written it at the right place or not, and then we will move forward.
Where should we write the comorbidity?
You need to leave it because this is for your information. I will cover that section later on.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Well done, Dr. Lamia. You have shared it in the group. Perfect.
So we are just leaving the comorbidity.
Okay. Okay. So let's move to the next part. So if you can see the PDF file, you can see there are different sections for that. If you see the front page, after all this information, we have a once only and pre-medication page. And also oxygen is written there. After that, you can see a antibiotics page. You need, if you are facing anything that is like for, if you need to write antibiotics, you will write on this page. After that, we have some pages for as required medication, PRN medication. We will write them here on that page. And we have some regular medications. If you are seeing any regular medication, you need to fill this page. Similarly, there is a page on which you can see anti-embolism stockings, and sometimes some other blood thinners are also written here. Specifically in a Pixaban station, sometimes the prescription form you are getting in your exam, it is containing a Pixaban. So look for the name. If a Pixaban is already written, you will fill out that section. Otherwise, you need to write it down and you need to fill that out. Dr. Annie will be covering that station in a while. So just I wanted you to look at the pages first, and then we will be doing stations one by one. If you can see on the regular medication page, there is another box. The same box that we have filled right now, this box. You can see that in on another page as well. So if you are seeing that box, you need to fill it again. in my prescription folder, it's only, I can see this box twice, so I will be filling it twice. The first task is this one. You are FY2 in acute medical unit. Mr. John Smith or Raj K, age 60, who is a known case of COPD, presented to A&E with breathlessness and productive cough at night. Patient has been shifted to acute medical unit. He was diagnosed with chest infection and COPD. Patient is allergic to penicillin and reaction to it is rash. See, here you will find the information. What was the reaction to rash? And now you can fill out that thing which you have already left, the rash. After that, the next thing is your consultant has seen the patient and decided to start him on clarithromycin 500 mg tablets BD for 7 days. Please prescribe the medication in his drug chart, and you can find the list of medication inside the cubicle. So this is the task you will see outside. When you will go inside, there is another long paper and a lot of things are written there as well. So when you are outside the cubicle, you will see this information. And sometimes when you are entering the cubicle, apart from this prescription writing folder, this information, DNF, you can see patient inside as well. So if you are seeing a patient, don't ignore the patient, do normal data gathering, not the detailed data gathering like you are doing in history taking case, the kind of data gathering that you are doing in combined station or in counseling station, the brief elaboration of the symptoms and a brief pre-MH, past medical history, and certain question, and try to cover that up within 3 minutes. And after 3 minutes, tell the patient that you are now going to fill his medication chart. And after that, you will be talking to him about those medication and fill that chart. If there is no patient inside the cubicle, your job is very simple. You can read this information again, and you can start filling the chart. So if you can see on this paper, a lot of things are written here as well. And these things will give you information how you are going to fill the chart. The first thing we have already done. Comorbidities, I told you that leave it aside. We don't have any box to write it on prescription paper. It's just for your information that what kind of comorbidities you are dealing with here. So COPD, hypertension, hypothyroid, and hypercholesterolemia. These are the things, and we are prescribing medication to our patient for these things. After that, you can see a short summary, which you have already covered in the task. That patient came to the hospital with productive cough. He was having breathlessness, and he was shifted to acute medical unit, and then he was started on clarithromycin. This is the important information here. And also, you know the allergy status of the patient from the task. That was penicillin allergy. After that, you can see some regular medication here. Some inhalers, then you can see some tablets, aspirin, ramipril, levothyroxine, and statin. These are the things that you need to write down. Some of them are PRN as needed. Some of them are regular. Some of them for a specific duration. Like prednisolone is for 7 days, and clarithromycin is for 7 days. Okay. And I have written clarithromycin and statin in red. Anybody can answer me why I have written it in red?
Because they cannot be
They can't give two together.
Can interact
Yeah,
together.
correct.
The clarithromycin increase the effect of the atorvastatin
Interaction.
and increase the side
Yeah,
effects.
drug interaction, correct.
Yeah.
So we will not give them together. So like how we will solve this issue? Any idea?
So we'll stop atorvastatin.
Give at different times, one in the morning, one in the night.
Yeah, for the first 7 days, we won't give the
Yeah.
atorvastatin.
Atova,
Yeah,
we need to stop.
correct. That's the answer I was looking for. So
Yes.
you will start your clarithromycin now. Patient is having chest infection now, so he needs clarithromycin more at this time. You will start it now for 7 days, give it. And after 7 days, you can start your statin tablets because these are regular medication and he will be continuing with these tablets. This is the solution for that. And you can see your this one antibiotics chart of your prescription writing. We will see what things we have to write here. So first of all, name of drug. You will be writing dose. You will be writing route here. If it's a tablet, it's oral route. If it is an inhaler, then you will write here INH. Start date, the exam date. Say my exam is on 15th of March. So I will write down my exam date here. So when you are practicing, I will advise you to fill these forms according to your exam date, and it will make your reflexes. So you will not be counting in your exam next 7 days for this. So fill out your exam date here, and then stop date will be 7 days. Actually, we are giving clarithromycin, not amoxicillin in this task. It's just an example. So for next 7 days, you will be giving this medication. And then here you need to write down your name and signature. GMC number will come here. Indication is written in your task. It is chest infection, or you can say community acquired pneumonia. And sensitivities were there. Yeah, sensitivity was for penicillin. Additional information, you can write down if you are like if you are giving it for 7 days, you can write it down. BD for 7 day, OD for 7 day, TDS for 7 day. This kind of an additional information. And if you want to write anything else, like you are giving this medication before bed, you can write it down here, before bed. OD, before bed. Similarly, if you are facing a medication like bisphosphonates, you have to give it weekly. So you can write it down in the morning, weekly here in the additional information. This column is for that purpose. Micro approved, you can leave it alone. And pharmacy, you can leave it. And then the next thing is you need to fill out the dates here. Sometimes dates, I think dates will not be already there. You need to fill out the dates, but sometime the time is given. So the timing means that if you are giving your dose BD 8 a.m. in the morning, 8 p.m. in the evening, so you will circle it, you will tick it. Here, amoxicillin is given for TDS, so they have marked it for 3 times, 8 a.m., and then 2 p.m., and then 22 p.m. at night. If you are facing with a drug which is for BD, then you will mark it twice here. Is it clear so far?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
So I want you to write this salbutamol inhaler. Okay. This one, this 3 up till these the first 3 inhalers. I want you to write them down, and I will give you 2 minutes for that. And after that, I will see what you have written.
Okay.
Actually, it should not be 3 minutes because you need to write down all these things in 8 minutes. So it should be just 2 minutes for you. Try to write them down quickly. Time's up. You can now share it in the group.
Dr. Kurat, I just became very confused. Can you just tell a bit more about it, please?
Sorry.
I just got confused, like how to write it. Like it's also written 100 to 200 microgram, then 1 to 2 puffs, and where to write what? I just got confused. Can you just tell me again, please?
So you will write in this bit here in the dose part, right? What you will write in the dose part?
But in the regular medication part, right? This is not
Yeah.
antimicrobial. So
In
we
that,
have to write the drug name.
And
salbutamol.
Dr. Kura, should we write the salbutamol in the regular or as per required?
if it is as per required, then you need to write there. If it is regular, then you need to write in the regular medication. Okay.
It's written PRN, so it's like it's required one.
PRN is
PRN.
not
As required one.
regular. It is as required. Okay. Write it in that portion.
Dr. Kurat, there are two things. One is, for example, salbutamol 100 to 200 micrograms, and then is 1 to 2 puffs. So you have to write both in the dose or one of these?
Actually, in the dose, you will write 100 to 200 micrograms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the puff thing you can write in additional information.
Yes, that makes
Because
sense.
you
Thank
cannot write both of them in the same box.
Exactly. They'll be squashed. Yeah, thanks.
In route, we are going to write inhalation or inhalation as what? In route.
You can write INH instead of inhaler. If you can write inhaler, you can write it, but I think it's better to write INH.
And the drug name is salbutamol inhaler, right? Or only salbutamol?
Only salbutamol. Inhaler is the telling
so
you the route.
No indication is written here. So what to do?
Yeah, you need to write salbutamol in the drug name. Indication is what? Here you will get to know the why we are giving it. Comorbidities were given to you. So what you will write here? Can you pick that up?
COPD?
Yeah, correct.
Frequency is 4 times. I can write 4 times, right? 4 in number and then time.
Where you are writing 4 times?
Frequency.
Okay,
So it's in maximum in 24 hours, 4 times.
Yeah.
And C
So
is 1
okay,
to 2
let's do it for everybody. So I want a volunteer here. I will ask you what you have written. Dr.
Yes.
Dr. Mehnaz, please mute
Yes, Dr.
yourself.
Kurat.
Okay, now tell me what you have written. We are doing this salbutamol. So what you have written in the name, drug name?
Drug name is salbutamol
Yeah, indication?
in COPD.
Yes, and dose?
100 to 200 microgram.
Yeah, full microgram or symbol?
Yeah, full microgram.
Good.
Full microgram.
Route?
INH.
Good. And next is frequency.
1 to 2 puffs.
Yes, 1 to 2 puffs. And also you can write here PRN.
PRN, okay.
Okay.
Dr. Kura, should we
advise
write
you
4 times a day in frequency? 4 times a day?
No. Wait,
No.
I will tell you. PRN here and in the maximum 24 hours, you
4
will write
times.
up to 4 times. Okay.
Yeah, 4 times.
But maximally we can give 10 puffs, isn't it?
10 puffs, but I will tell you about that. Okay. Here you will write 4 times a day. Do your name and signature. Write down date and additional information. You can write that thing. 1 to 2 puffs, up to 10 puffs. How many puffs will be then? 2 into 10. 2 into 4.
8 puffs.
Yeah, up to 8
8
puffs in a day, in 24 hours. You can write it down there in additional information. Done? Next is this
Yeah.
fluticasone and salmeterol. You can write down the name.
And that is today's date, right? The date of our exam.
Yeah, and date of, you don't have the date of your exam, then put any random date. Date today, you can write it down. Okay, I want someone else now. Doctor, there is Dr. Aisha. Can you please unmute yourself and tell me what you have written? We need to do it quickly. We need to cover one more prescription writing station now.
Dr. Kurat, I have a question, please.
Yes.
This PRN means like only once the patient feels the need to take it, that time he should take it, right?
Yes.
It is
Okay, thank you.
SOS, what we call
Yeah,
usually.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
correct.
yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
Dr. Nazish, can you please tell me what you have written?
Dr. Kurat, I have only written for salbutamol up till now.
Okay. Okay. Anybody who has written the next drug? We need to do
Yes,
Okay,
it.
Seretide?
Yeah.
Seretide inhaler?
Yeah. Now tell me what you have written in dose.
Dose is
Seretide,
Yeah, you can
50.
carry on.
yeah, 50 micrograms.
Okay. Root.
Root INH.
Okay. Start date and date you have written. And
Yes.
date you have to leave because it is regular. You have written it on
Okay.
the same page, regular page.
On the regular page, yes.
Dr. Kurat,
Yeah.
can you please-
And then the signature, then in additional information, 1 puff in the morning. And then against morning, I have written 8 o'clock and circled it. But I think it can vary. Do we have to tell them just to take at 8 o'clock or?
Yeah, because you can write it 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock because it's in morning. It's written here in the
Theek,
morning.
theek, okay.
Okay.
So that is done. And then ipratropium
Okay.
inhaler. Dose is 20 to 40 micrograms in full.
Yes.
Root is INH.
Yes.
Start date 10/3.
Okay.
Then signature. Then
Yes.
1 to 2 puffs 4 times. And in the morning 8, 12, 8, 12, and circled all of them. Morning, midday, evening, and bedtime. Is that all right?
The dose is TDS.
4 times.
No, 3 to 4 times.
Ipratropium.
Per day. Yeah. So you can divide the dose in 3 times or 4. I think it's better to divide it in 3. You can equally
Okay.
divide the interval and then
Ji.
make a circle.
Gee, that's what I did. 8, 12, 8, 12.
Good. So after that,
Doctor,
now this meeting is going to be finished soon. I want you to write down this prednisolone and the rest of the tablets. And in the next meeting, I will be asking you about that. Okay.
These will also go in the regular. Yes, Dr. Kurat?
Yeah, prednisolone is for 7 days, right?